Test 1 2, test 1 2. Good afternoon. Game starting in 5 minutes. 5 minutes time, game will start. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Triple S Sports Sunday afternoon footy here at the Townsville Sports Reserve. We have the top of the table, the South Bulls, taking on the hosts in the Central Tigers today. We've got a fantastic game coming up. Kick-off's in about 2 or 3 minutes' time. We just go through the team list now for the Central Tigers, the home side today. Number 1, Braden Bindoroho. 2, Frankie Bacco. 3, Josh DeBritt. 4, Carlos Iraya. 5, Tyrese Woods. 6, Ethan Andrews. 7, Sam Martin Savage. 8, Ashton Lafferty. 9, Jaden McMinn. 10, Ryan Kingsley. 11, Ryan McCarron. 12, and captain Joseph Munro. And 13, Joey Saleh. On the bench is number 14, Jaden Hong. 15, Lucas Dummett. 16, Ethan Fletcher. 17, Dane Thompson. And they are coached by Wade Sadler and the great man himself, Robbie Louie. Coming up for the South Bulls today as they're about to run out in the field. Number 1, Declan Dowson. 2, Jack Pryor. 3, Israel Osei. 4, Michael Carroll. 5, Brucey Bowdu. 6, Braden Kennedy. 7, Kyle Labut. 8, Jano Radovica. 9, Joshy Williams. 10, Jermaine Stanley. 11, Tashawn Messacento. 12, Jordan Arwan Renfrey. And 13, and captain is Curtis Dempsey. On the bench they have number 6, Jake Rakiki. 15, Joshua Radford. And 14 is Jack Bragg, and they are coached by Mitchell Grimes. I'd like to give a shout out to my little mate from Central's Tigers, little Tamana Mallard. Doing a great job helping out and around the place, supporting us. Big shout out to you, Mana. Hope you're going well, mate. Both teams about the end of the field. Mickey Ryan, how are you, mate? Let's go South Bulls. Clayton Ives, thanks for tuning in. Always, as usual, mate, down there in Victoria. Everyone welcome from New Zealand. Really appreciate the support out there, guys. Hope you enjoy the coverage. Sunday afternoon footy. Central's Tigers, the home side today, hosting the South Bulls, top of the table. RLTD, round number 11, A-grade men's Super Sunday match of the round. Ladies and gentlemen, as we see both sides take the field at the same time here. A big in for the South Bulls wearing number 17 is Robbie Story today. Big inclusion, part of the Townsville Blackhawk squad. As you see, the South Bulls led out by Curtis Dempsey, along with Central's Tigers. They're out there led out by Joey Munro. So the South Bulls will kick off. They are running south to north. A little bit of breeze coming across us. So the Central's Tigers going to have the first opportunity with the footy in hand. Taylor Worth is our referee. So referee blows time on. Underway as Kyle Labart restarts play with that big left boot of his. It goes straight down to Semi-Martin Savage. Ryan Kingsley, big shout out to him. 25th birthday today. He's been in good form for the Tigers. They work through the middle now. They go to the left and captain Joey Munro. He's pulled down just short of the 30-metre line. They come back towards the middle third, and Ashton Lafferty and Ostrom carry there looking for some post-contact metres. Goes to Joey Saleh on the fourth, so making some good metres up through the middle of the paddock there. Ethan Andrews with the number 6 on today. Jersey's been playing in the centres. Play back to Jade McMinn. They go back to Sam Martin Savage, kicking early. Straight down the field, though. Straight to Dowson. He takes it on the full. Comfortably brings it back. Met by a big defence, though, for Martin Savage. Semi. Dowson will play it back to Kennedy. So South Bulls a little bit bunched at the moment, but they'll be bringing it back out of their own half here as the outside backs come in, and Michael Carroll. Very experienced Queensland Cup player, Mick. Izzy Osei. Shout out to Izzy's family up in the Torres Strait Islands. Arab there, thanks for tuning in. Tashan Masaseno will play it on the 5th there, just over the halfway line, right pocket. Goes to Laybutt. Puts an end over kick there. Bindoro takes it. Got his left hamstring heavily strapped today, Braden. Good defence there from Kennedy and Stanley in the middle. So, Carlos Irara, big shout to his family over in New Zealand watching. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you enjoy the coverage once again. He's been in good form, Carlos. Really has. So, McMinn goes to Ryan Kingsley, the birthday boy. Takes him on down the left there. Jaden McMahon at dummy half once again finds Martin Savage. Game plan, charge down there. Be 6 to go. Picked up by Frankie Bacco. No, little knock on there. Shout out to Frankie Bacco's family up from Weeper. Francis, Roderick, hope you're well, guys. Thanks for tuning in. It's a big game here for the Central Tigers today. They need to try and force an upset win in all respect. South's top of the table, cruising along nicely. They are the benchmark of the competition. Centrals to stay in touch with the finals. They need an upset win. Overcast conditions here at the Townsville Sports Reserve. You see Israel Osei now bringing it back. It's physical, big, robust centre. He was on the wing early on this year. Now he's moved in closer to the action. Joshy Williams goes to his right, Messasano. He'll play it back on the second, just over the 40 now. Williams to Laybutt. Plays out the back behind the Kennedy. Links up with Carroll. They come down his left edge. He steps off his right. And this far boy, very dangerous with the ball in hand. He'll play it back to Pryor. They go to Kennedy. Drifting across, turns Dempsey. Curdy the skipper, links up with Jordan Remfrey. Powerful back rower on the edge. Very good player, Jordan. Go back to the centre field there through Braden Kennedy. Links up with Kyle Laybutt. Dowson chimes in the back. Well-loaded pass to Israel Osei, and they put it through the hands of Brucey Bowdoo. Scores the first try for the South Bulls. Beautiful exchange of hands there. Great team try. And they show their class, and they race out to a 4-0 lead with the kick to come. Once again, we would like to thank the Door Group, the RLTD live stream partner for 2025. Thank you very much, Jeff and Tash. Sincerely appreciate all your support out there. Big shout out to Sabaki Badu up on the Torres Strait in Thursday Island. Thank you for tuning in. Watching Brucey play today. He's been in great form. Scoring tries for fun. Dowson comes in, strikes it well, flags are up. So after 5 minutes of play, South Bulls lead 6-0. Fast start here by the Redmen. Like I said, they're the benchmark of the competition. Rightly so, they've been playing some fantastic footy, reigning premiers. Lots of support here for them. Big old boys following. High kick-off there from Central's Tigers. Well taken by Jack Pryor. Picks up Jermaine Stanley there. Bringing him back from the kick-off. Working his way back towards the middle. Williams, the dummy half, goes down the short side on the left here to Jordan Remfrey. Stands, looks for an offload. Had support there, but opts to hold it. Very close to Queensland Cup selection with Townsville Blackhawks at the moment, Remfrey. Nice exchange of hands once again between Messasano. Links up with Israel Osei there on the right edge. So South's playing some expensive footy on the edges. Sammy Martin Savage has gone down there. Looks like just got his hands behind his ears there. Might have copped a knock. Might be a little bit of blood there on Israel Osei just above his eye. So he'll get patched up by the trainer. Once again, I thank all the viewers out there on behalf of Triple S Sport and RLTD. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for all your kind words of support. RLTD would like to thank their valuable supporters, sponsors through 2025. Thank you. North Queensland Cowboys, the Mendy Blackhawks, NQ Alliance, Electrical, Hit 103.1, EV2 Sportswear, The Willows, McDonald's, The Doyle Group, and Q Electrical. Thank you, guys. As we see the South Bulls now with the ball in hand, coming back towards the middle here. Goes to Kyle Laybutt. Gets a nice high floating bomb. Braden Mendora under a little bit of pressure here on the right side. He gets away from Pryor, but Pryor comes back at him the second time. Assistance of Michael Carroll. So we're back towards the middle through Frankie Bacco now. The Weeper kid with Central Tigers. He'll play it on the second. Tyrese Woods carries it out, dummy half, through the middle third. Joshua DeBritt. So the outside backs coming in and helping the Central Tigers here. Got 6 more. Jonah Radovica penalised for infringement in the ruck there. So Ryan Kingsley, the birthday boy, takes him on through the middle. McMinn links up with Joey Saleh. Good contact there from Joshy Williams. Plays it back to McMinn, to Kingsley. Ryan taking him on once again. Busy front rower. Got good footwork at line. McMinn. He goes to the right himself. He plays out the back to Andrews. It goes short to McCarran on the edge. Met by some good defence though from Michael Carroll. Really good defence. McMinn goes to Andrews, turning Saleh back underneath him. Can't pick past Stanley. Offloads though. Picks up Ashton Lafferty now. Big burly front rower. Spins off the tackle. Carroll still going. Swung to the ground there by Braden Kennedy. BK hanging on and desperately. Last tackle, South Bulls defend their line. Goes through the hands. They come down the right side. Beautiful hands there from Carlos Irea. And he sets up the number 5. Tyrese Woods scores in the right-hand corner. Central's Tigers bounce straight back. 6 points to 4 at the kick to come as we're coming up to the 10-minute mark. Some great play down the short side on the last tackle there from the Central's Tigers. They pick up a little try in front of the old boys there and get a big cheer. Ryan Kingsley comes in from the right-hand touchline, right on the edge of it, 21 metres out, strikes it well. He's kicked there before, straight over the back dot. 6 points all after 11 minutes of play. So the local faithful, 6 points all after 11 minutes of play here. Gets the top of the table, South Bulls. Nice crowd here at Townsville Sports Reserve today, hosted by Central's Tigers. A man there, Ryan Kingsley, big goal kicking front row, brings it back from the kickoff. Ashton Lafferty, busy front rower, solid footwork at the line. He'll play it there on the second, back to Jaden McMinn, finds Joey Saleh, good contact there. Jonah Radovica in the middle of the field. Good shot. Martin Savage drifts across. Josh Munro back in underneath him. Central's working their way up the field there. Braden Bindohara, fullback, probing in behind the ruck on the last tackle. They just get over the halfway line. Bit of post-contact meters there. They go out the back now to Ethan Andrews. Puts it high. Pryor's going to get up here and contest it. Along with Carlos Irea. Knocked on by Central's. Picked up by Jackie Pryor. And brings it back for the South Bulls. So both sides playing some pretty conservative football, wanting to move it around a little bit on the edges. 12 minutes down, 6 points all. Goes to Mickey Carroll now. It's a great battle here in the centres today between Mick Carroll and Carlos O'Rara. Two very good centres. Braden Kennedy goes to Brucey Bowdu, comes off his wing, taking a strong carry through the middle. Third. Kennedy, Dempsey, plays out the back to Williams, links up with Sean Messasano. Joe Munro. Unfortunately for the South Bulls, looks like they've lost Israel Osei to a cut to the head. He's getting some medical attention. He's okay, but they may have lost him for the game by the looks. McMinn finds Tyrese Woods, the try scorer. He'll play it back. McMinn goes to Joshua Jabret. They're taking on South through the middle here, the Central's Tigers. Looking busy, playing with fast footwork at the line. Lafferty, the Burley front rower, he takes them on through the middle himself. So Central's on the attack. They go down the left. Sammy Martin Savage, a small little left-footed kick there. Dowson at the back. He opens them up. He's a classy fullback. He was on the fly down there on the right edge. Brings it back to the 25 metres already. Bowdu plays it there on the second. Laybut. It goes through the middle here. South Bulls, Pryor coming in off his wing. Smart play by the little winger. Catches the Central Tigers napping in around the ruck and then penalised for being offside. So Kyle Laybut will find touch here with that big left boot of his. So Jack Bragg out there in the centres now at the moment for South Bulls. So Jonah Radovica plays it up the middle third there. Goes to Braden Kennedy, plays out the back. Declan Dowson, he beats his first tackle, beats his second. He's still going. He takes on Braden Bendoro, brings him down. Just to the left the uprights, 10 metres out. Dempsey goes short to Jermaine Stanley, trying to barge his way over through the middle. Dowson looks dangerous already at one. Laybut plays out the back to this man who I just spoke about. It's good defence though. He stands there and offloads, as I say that. Beautiful hands from Jack Bragg there. Classic hands there. Good skill from Jack Bragg. Has just come on in the centres. And Brucey Bowdu scores his second try. Brings it around the post. Classy try there from the South Bulls. After 6 minutes, they lead 10 points to 6. Once again, we would like to thank our live stream partner for 2025, the Doyle Group, on behalf of the RLTD. Thank you very much. Declan Dowson will look to convert. Had a big play in that try as well, standing with the offload. So South Bulls after 17 minutes lead 10 points to 6. Conversion to come. Dowson comes in, strikes it well, flags are up. Mickey Ryan, Brucey Bowdoo is definitely on fire, mate. Finishing well. It was a great set of hand, too, from Jack Bragg. Really was classy. So Central's Tigers need to slow down the ruck speed here from the South Bulls. They look dangerous in around the ruck. The speed, the footwork at the line, and they showed some good skill then to finish off that try. Frank Bacco restarts play. Once again, a very high kickoff there, taken by Pryor. Jermaine Stanley brings it back here from the kickoff. Comes down this left edge for the Bulls. Williams, a dummy half. Picks up Renfrey now. He gets on the back of that good play of the ball. Gets in behind the ruck. Picks up a bit more game speed. Gets a penalty. That's a smart play there for the Red Men. Jordan Renfrey shows all his class. And this is what South Bulls do. When there's big moments in game, these big name players, and Renfrey, Dowson, Dempsey, Labour, Carroll, they all stand up and perform. So they fine touch here. So the South Bulls got a bit of momentum, back-to-back sets here. Then the Tigers half as we speak. Braden Kennedy links up Williams. Big Jonah Radovica through the middle, Jonah. Just over to 40 now, centre field. Williams goes to the right there to Laybutt. Plays out the back to Dowson. He steps off the right. Smothered in defence this time. Williams a dummy half. He'll come back towards the middle third here. Laybutt links up with Dempsey. Curdy works hard. Tough as nails. Champion bloke Curtis Dempsey. Really is. Braden Kennedy turns McCarroll back underneath. He steps off his right. Trying to force his way through. Robust centre. Williams gets out of dummy half. Probes himself. Joshy Williams looking to catch him out. And he's being held up on the fifth tackle. He'll be asked to go back and play it. So Joshy Williams starting to pick his mark in around the ruck now. Off the back of that good game speed. 18.5 minutes down. South Bulls lead 12-6. So they go to Laybutt, puts a well-weighted, beautiful cross kick across. Brucey Bowdoo looking for his third. It's plucked out of the air by Frankie Bacco. He gets away down the left edge. But big Jonah Radovica coming across, but Dowson runs him down. Declan Dowson runs him down from fullback. Frankie Bacco has a quick play to ball himself, picks up the Brit. So Central's got an opportunity here to come back themselves. Sammy Martin Savage picks up Braden Bindoroho. So a nice little turn of momentum play here for the Tigers. They get the attack now in the South Bulls half. Goes to Martin Savage. Links up with Andrews. Carlos Oraya. Hung on there by Carroll. Can't past him. South Bulls have gone to their reserves bench. Robbie Story comes on. The Englishman. Part of the Townsville Blackhawks squad this year. About to run out for the South Bulls. Ashton Lafferty plays it for the Tigers. McBinder goes down the left. Martin Savage, little chip over the top. It's plucked out of the air there by Centrals. By Joey Munro, but it'll be a handover. So Jermaine Stanley gets a well-earned rest after 20 minutes, and Robbie Story comes on now for the South Bulls. So 20 minutes down, we're at the halfway point of the first half. 12.6, the reigning Premiers lead. Very well coached by the great man himself, Mitch Grimes. So they come down the left edge. Jackie Pryor keeps himself busy, active there, looking for the footy. Mickey Carroll, Andrews underneath in defence, Lafferty over the top. Second effort to play the ball, they get away with it. Dempsey links up with Bragg in the middle. So Joshy Williams will start to run out of dummy half more now. Then you'll see him pushing that 13 roll with Dempsey going the hooker. Laybutt taking him on. He's all class. He'll play it back to Williams. Goes to Dowson this time, taking the kick. Puts it high, end over end. Pressure on O'Rara. Bounces off Tyrese Ward straight into Jack Pryor's hands here. And he's going to bring it around and plant it under the sticks. So they both competed for the footy there, and Carlos O'Raya and Tyrese Woods, and it lands in the hands of Jack Pryor. And he scores off the Declan Dowson bomb. South Bulls 16. Central's Tigers 6. Nice little cool breeze coming across the field now. Overcast conditions today. Townsville Sports Reserve, round 11. Super Sunday match of the round, RLTD. So Izzy Osei officially ruled out now with that head cut. So they're down to 3 men on the bench. The South Bulls, Dowson converts. 18 points to 6 with 16 minutes remaining in the half.
So try to South number 2, Jack Pryor. Kick from Declan Dowson was successful. South 18, Central 6 with just over 17 minutes remaining in the first half.
Frankie Bacco will restart play here. Goes for a nice high kick again. Once there, gets some good height there. Mickey Carroll takes it. 30-metre line, so not much distance, but it was very high. They come back through the middle now through Bragg. Williams, a dummy half, goes to Dempsey. Josh Radford out there now for the South Bulls. Takes him on the right edge there. They play it to Williams. Laybutt turns Robbie Story back underneath him. Nice strong carry for him. Physical contact there from Kingsley Munro. Dempsey plays out the back to Kennedy. Turns Renfrey back under. He runs straight over the top of Salo there. Straight on the edge here. McCarran. Strong runner there. Jordan Renfrey lines it up for the South Bulls here. They put it through the hands once again. And Kyle Laybutt sees an opportunity. Goes straight there himself. And he's lost it over in the end goal. Slipped out as he goes to put it down. Laybutt bombs a certain try there. So the Centrals Tigers get a big reprieve, but once again, Jordan Renfrey, dangerous on this left edge, opening them up. So the Tigers got a bit of work to do to here, work it out of their own half through McMinn. Goes to Carlos O'Rara. Offloads after getting seen. The ball hits the ground, and it'll be a knock on. So South Bulls, crowd very vocal behind us. So the Centrals Tigers are gone to their bench now. Ryan Kingsley gets a break. Himself, the big front rower, plays big minutes in the middle. Replaced by Lucas Dummett, tough as nails. He'll certainly won't take a backward step, young Lucas. So the South Bulls back in possession here through Radford. Bounces off Martin Savage, hangs in there. He's had a good start, Sammy Martin Savage. So South pick up another penalty here for ruck infringement. So they're getting a lot of possession. Here the Redmen, looking dangerous with the footy in hand. So Laybutt will find touch 20 metres out. So the Redmen are back on the attack here. Goes to Robbie Story. Takes a tap. Links up to Sean Massasano. Takes it back towards the sticks here. South's on the first. 10 metres out to the right of the post. Come back towards the middle through Dempsey. Goes short to Bragg. And that ball playing 13-year-old Curdy Dempsey. Goes in behind Laybutt, picked up by Sean Massasano. Fends off one. Boyer will play it there. Might have had a little head clash, I think, going into that tackle. Play on. Dempsey out the back here to Braden Kennedy. Squares up nicely. Early ball to Mick Carroll there, who puts it on the Jack Pryor, and he'll get his second try in the left-hand corner. South extend their lead here. 22 points to 6. 13 minutes remain in this first half. Jack Pryor scores his second try. he get cut above the eye or the
No,
side?
it's right in here, so it's right on that fleshy part.
Ah, right. No wonder you couldn't tape it up.
Yeah.
It would have just kept opening them up.
Needs it just kept stuck.
Just bring a stapler next time. Super glue. Aren't you? I've used super glue for years. Oh, well, there you go. Stop upsetting them, Grindsy. Declan Dowson with his hardest kick here today, right on the sideline, in front of the South crowd. Inches off the sideline, he's gone back about 25 metres. Got the breeze coming across him into his face. 3 from 3 at the moment. Comes in, strikes it well, and he slots it. He doesn't miss them. He's got his golden boots on today, and cheeky little smile there from Dowso. 24 points to 6.
Second try to South, number 2, Jack Pryor. Kick was successful.
So the two wingers, Bruce Bowdu and Jack Pryor. The try scorers 2 each at the moment for the South Bulls. Beautiful kick there. Some good camera work there from young Harrison Baker. Did a really good job there. Jack Pryor takes it on the full. Picks up Jack Bragg now. He's moved into the middle of the forwards, Bragg. Come on for Israel Osei, who suffered a deep head cut and he's had to be replaced. Jordan Renfrey, he's outstanding on this edge at the moment. Stands and offloads to Williams now. He'll play it back to Dowson. Curtis Dempsey probing around that middle ruck. Corner shots out there. Curdy in that ball playing role with 13. Radford will play it back to Williams. To Laybutt. Goes to Sean Massasano. He'll play it there on the fourth tackle, just over the halfway line. Radford once again goes through the middle. Putting his hand up here, getting some good minutes out there today. They come back down the left to Laybutt. Gets a spiralling high bomb up there. Braden Bindora under pressure. He took it well then. Dowson coming through. That was a big play there from the Central's fullback. It's a massive kick once again from Laybutt, who has these towering bombs. Frankie Bacco. Ball in hand with the Tigers. Plays it back. Tyrese Woods coming in off his wing. So Jaden Hong out there now, the hooker for Central's Tigers. Gives Jaden McMinn a rest. So Hong a dummy half there. DeBritt will play it. Come back towards the middle third. Braden Mindoro putting his hand up here for Central's. Busy the fullback. Swooping in around the ruck. Goes to Sammy Martin Savage. Kicks across the grain, across the Emir. To Jack Pryor's wing. And a big brave take there. It's a good play there from Jack Pryor. Took it under pressure, sliding in. After a good chase as well. So Mickey Carroll now. Final 10 minutes of his first half. Brings it back in under his half. $24 points to 6. The South Bulls, the Redmen, the reigning premiers, lead at the moment against the Central Tigers. Josh Radford with the footy in hand. Brought down centre field on the halfway line. Williams, the dummy half, once again links up with his partner in crime. Dempsey to the right edge. It's a few post-contact meters. Curdy picks up 14 there. Williams back towards Laybutt. Nice hands. Kennedy drifts across. Beautiful inside ball to Dowson. Deaths off his left. Steps off his right. Pulled down by Dummett. They play the ball there. They go down the short side now. Dempsey this time. It's a little kick over the top. And it's cleaned up back there for Frankie Bacco. Plays some footy in. He's in goal. Links up with Bindoro. It's good footy there from the Central's Tigers. Great rebound. Frankie Bacco there. Gets out of dummy half and gets a penalty. South Bulls a bit over enthusiastic. What's the footy here, H? So 8 minutes remaining in this first half. 24 points to 6. South Bulls out to a fast lead The reigning premiers. Top of the table at the moment. Ethan Andrews plays out the back to Dummett. Bounces off Dempsey. Two tough men there come together. Massasano over the top. Goes through their middle. Another reserve player on the field now. Young Ethan Fletcher out there. Ashton Lafferty takes him on through the middle. That's a good carry from the young front rower for the Tigers. Play it back to Jaden Hong. Plays big minutes, Lafferty. Hong links up with Sam Martin Savage. The ball goes down the backs. Cleaned up by Frank Bacco. He beats one. So Central's back on the attack here. Braden Mindoro. Been one of Central's best in the first half to fullback. Second effort in the ruck there. They got away with it. Martin Savage drifts across himself. Straightens up. Takes him on. He's going to be pulled down on the fifth tackle himself. The playmaker. Plays it back to Hong. Goes to Ethan Andrews. Puts a little grubber kick him through, but Dowson's there to clean it up. He's all class. Great fullback positioning there from the young man. Cleans it up with ease. And just shows he's safe as houses at the back. 24 points to 6. The Redmen lead. Tigers here. Down to 6 minutes in the first half to go. Michael Carroll. Flung to the ground by Hong there. Holding the back of his neck, Carroll. Laybutt finds Robbie Story. Powerful run through the middle there. Good post-contact meters. Plays it back to Williams. Laybutt inside the 40. It's a good piece of it. Looking for a 40-20. Taurus Woods back there though. So a massive kick there from Laybutt. Jake Rakiki on now. The big man out there for South Bulls. Good kick chase from him and Braden Kennedy. To Britt. Outside back for the Tigers. Bringing it back. Bindoro once again. Channeling his efforts through the middle there. Hong gets out of dummy half. Little show and go there. Gets past Radford. But Ray's straining the shoulder there of Joshy Williams. Bindoro links up with Dummett. There's big defence there from Curtis Dempsey and Jack Rakiki. Thought there was a little lost ball there, but play on. Sam Martin Savage gets the kick away. Dowson at the back. So in the final 5 minutes now in the first half. It's a good tackle there from Ethan Andrew around the bootlaces. Bowdu. Nice little outboard of Michael Carroll here. Steps off his left there. Fast footwork at the line. Carlos Orea hangs on to him desperately with Ethan Andrews there. He got through that little passage of play there. Carroll, he would have been away prior. Bounces off Dummett. It's a lost ball on the play to ball. So the Central Tigers force an error here. They're going to get an opportunity for points just before half time here. 4.5 minutes out. So the Central's Tigers get an opportunity now. Carlos Irara steps off his right. Big shout out to his family over in New Zealand. Hope you're well, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And Caitlin, sincerely appreciate your support. Thank you very much. Goes to Ethan Fletcher. Back through the middle. So the Tigers with the ball in hand now. Ashton Lafferty takes him on. He'll play it there. He's played big minutes. Been solid. The best of the forward for the Central Tigers, I believe. Martin Savage. Nice little ball out the back to Bindoro. He won't get past Laybutt and Tashawn Massasano there. They come back towards the middle third. Martin Savage shows and goes. Links up with Andrews. Turns McCarran back underneath. Curtis Dempsey with the shot there. Goes in for a second effort. Andrews. Kick over the top here towards Woods. It's going to go over the back of Jack Pryor. It's too big. Goes in goal. So 3 minutes out from half time. South Bulls are going to get a 7 tackle set here. Jackie Pryor brings it back. Been busy, the winger. Ball in hand. Braden Kennedy, dummy half, goes to Renfrey. Powerful performance from Jordan this afternoon, first half. Caught up with him before the game. Really loving his footy with the balls. Loving life. It's good to see. He's a good young man, Jordan Renfrey. Mickey Carroll, busy. Plays it back to Kennedy. Dowson injects himself. Probing in around the ruck. And the fullback demands the footy. Wants to take him on. Williams. Dempsey. Shows and goes to Rakiki on the inside. Picks up Bragg on the outside. Or was that Radford, sorry. Laybutt with one of them towering left foot bombs once again, spiralling up there. Bindoroho does well once again. That's his second one. Dowson breathing down his neck there, but Braden Bindoroho stands strong. It's a huge kick there from Kyle Laybutt. So 2 minutes remain in the first half. Still 24 points to 6. The Redmen lead. Josh to Britt. Runs into some big defence there from Williams and Radford. South Bulls are on today. They've turned up. Lucas Dummett runs into Laybutt. Messasano. They're physical through the middle. Lafferty once again putting his hand up. Strong carry. Punches through the middle there, Ashton Lafferty. Real good carry. Frankie Bacco gets on a quick and fast play the ball there. Fifth tackle, centre field. Smart play from Frank. Hong, dummy half. Links up with Martin Savage. Gets away from Dempsey. Puts a little chip over the top. Following it through. Big Jack Ray Kiki back there. Cleans it up. Second line of defence. Skillful big man. So South Bulls now with the ball in hand. There goes to Williams. Braden Kennedy goes short. Jordan Renfrey on the edge here. Williams a dummy half. In the final minute here before half time. South still probing, looking for a chance for a few more points. They offload out the back to Messasano, who takes them back on through the middle. Williams, a dummy half, comes down the left to Dowson, who's injected himself. Shows and goes with the dummy, gets past Andrews. Fifth tackle, 37 metres out to the left here on the tram tracks. Goes to Laybutt, goes up with a towering bomb. Once again, Bindora under pressure. Fumbles it, but takes it well. Beats the tackle of Ray Kiki, picked up by Dempsey. Braden Bindoro, he's been under huge pressure there. Some towering bombs from Kyle Laybutt. Tyrese Woods takes one across his chest. Shouts of a high tackle from the crowd behind me. Good carry there from Carlos O'Reilly. Physically, once again, Jordan Renfrey dominant in tackles at the moment. Fletcher links up with Dummett. They go through the middle. Bounce off to Sean Masters Santo. To Britt. Bouncing around there. They'll have one final play here, the Centrals Tigers. They go to Munro. So he'll get tackled and they'll carry it into half-time, the Centrals Tigers. Siren goes in the background. Referee will blow time off. So at half-time in this round 11, RLTD Sunday, much of the round. The South Bulls, top of the table, leaders lead 24 points to 6 over the Centrals Tigers. We'll take a short break. Once again, we would like to thank our valuable partners and supporters for 2025 on behalf of the Rugby League Townsville District. We would like to thank our valuable sponsors. Thank you very much to the North Queensland Cowboys, the Mendy Townsville Blackhawks, Alliance Electrical Townsville, Townsville Hydrovac, C-Link, EV2 Sportswear, HIT 103.1, the Doyle Group, Willows and McDonald's. We thank you, our major partners for 2025. Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, as we get underway in the second half. Central's running south to north now. Frankie Bacco restarts play with a spiraling kickoff there. Robbie Story has a little bit of trouble there catching that one. So Central's going to get a chance here first with the footy in hand. So this is round 11 of the Rugby League Townsville District. Sunday afternoon, match it around. Carlos O'Reilly now takes them on, steps off the right. They've been penalised for inside the 10 from the scrum, the Bulls. So South's got a massive opportunity to get early points here to bridge this gap of 18 points. So Sammy Martin Savage takes him on. He finds Joey Munro on the left edge here. Brought down by Radford. Sean Messaceno in defence. Hong at dummy half. Goes to Lucas Dummett. He steps off his right. Comes back in towards the left edge. Martin Savage. Outball there to Frankie Bacco. He found a bit of space. And he scores. The Weeper kid scores in the corner for the Central Tigers. They start fast here. They get early points in the second half. Great work there from Fran Bacco, keeping his line right on the sideline there. Sammy Martin Savage fires it out there on the bounce. Bacco scores. Central Tigers 10, South Bulls 24. Conversion unsuccessful there from Ethan Andrews from the sideline. So Central's Tigers score early here in the second half.
Second half to Frank Bacco. Kick was unsuccessful. South 24, Central 10.
So the Tigers start fast here. South Bulls will restart play through Kyle Laybut and that big left boot of his. Picks it up, puts it high down through the middle. Well taken by Braden Bindaro. One of Central's best in the first half, I thought. Had a solid game so far. Hong at dummy half, goes to Fletcher on the right edge. Probing in around the ruck. Second tackle, they've reached the 40. Dummett, he plays out the back to Martin Savage. Moved across to Munro. It's a good carry there by the skipper, Joey. Hong jumps down to the left side. Once again, links up. Martin Savage has been busy. Sammy opens him up on the left here. Desperately pulled down to the back there by Curtis Dempsey. Once again, Curdy working extremely hard through the middle. Ashton Lafferty, a beautiful short ball there to Dummett. The two front rowers working hard together. It's a great set there, picking up 90 metres here. Central Tigers on the move here. They turn it back inside the big Ashton Lafferty, trying to force his way over the front row. He's over the line. He's got it. He's got over the line, but he's been held up on the last. So South Bulls defend really well once again in the middle third. But fantastic set there from the Tigers. Getting a bit of game momentum in around the ruck after they've scored points. Now they go to their speed men coming in from the outside backs. And Carroll, powerful carry, picks up 15 metres. Goes to Jack Pryor. 2 tries today. Big defence though from the Tigers there. Lucas Dummett. And Ashton Lafferty having a big game in the middle. Lafferty goes to Robbie Story. That's a powerful run. Really was good contact there from Dummett and Munro though. Jake Rakiki comes in behind the ruck. Smart from the big fella. Played back to Williams. Goes to lay butt. Kicks it low and across his body. Frankie Bacco will take it on the 40. Bit of flash footwork there. Stays in play. Good little battle out here between Frankie and Bruce Bowdu. Nice and physical to contact today. Both sides going at it hard, respectively. Fletcher through the middle. Williams good over the top. Andrews will play it there for the Centrals Tigers. Hong, Martin Savage, plays right at the line. Nice hands by Bindoro. Ball's been tapped there from Carlos O'Rara. They may have 6 to go here. Tyrese Woods, nice footwork at the line. They come back through the middle. No, it's play on. No 6 to go. Hong gets out of dummy half once again. Probing in around the ruck. Goes to Lucas Dummett. Takes him on himself. Stands there and props. It's held by Jack Rakiki. Comes back to Sammy Martin Savage. Inside ball to Lafferty. Hong out of dummy half. He's probing. It's tackle 4 there. So Martin Savage goes out the back. Good hands by Andrews. Links up Bindoro. Shows and goes himself. Probably could have gave it to Woods there and backed him. Could have scored maybe in the corner. Big opportunity for him. Andrews for a crossfield kick. Frankie Bacco gets high. Comes off his hands. It's cleaned up out the back by Robbie Story. Be a knock on and be a handover. So the South Bulls defend their line really well. So after 7 minutes of play, second half, South Bulls lead 24 points to 10. Ask Kevin, he might have a jumper for you. Have you met Emma, Kev? That's Kev, or the great Kmart we call it. So big defence there from the Centrals Tigers. Forcing an error. Uncharacteristic there for South Bulls. So Lucas Dummett making a big impression out there off the bench, as he does. Very physical Lucas. Brings a big presence for the Tigers off the bench. So the Centrals Tigers go to their bench there. Ashton Lafferty earned rest there, replaced by Ryan Kingsley. And Dane Thompson is back for the Centrals Tigers, local junior. Good to see him back out there in the black and yellow for the Centrals Tigers. Shout out to Mum and Dad, Bob and Julie. Fantastic volunteers, great club people. So Centrals once again got an opportunity here with the ball in hand. Attacking south side. Goes to Kingsley. Ethan Andrews goes short. McCarran on the edge there. Dane Thompson nearly scores there. Gets in behind the ruck. Martin Savage, a little kick. Unfortunately for Tashawn Massasano there as he cleans it up. The bounce of the ball doesn't go his way there. Comes up with a little knock on. So South ball's under pressure at the moment. Defending for 4 sets in a row here, but the red man is still standing strong. No points have been leaked. Braden Mindoro links up with DeBritt. Good defence there from Robbie Story. Oh, and good contact once again on Kingsley there. Physical from the Englishman. Goes to Ethan Andrews, takes him on through the middle. Hong, Martin Savage, floating ball over the top. Bounces past the touch judge there. So Sam Martin Savage pass fails to execute. There'll be a changeover. So South Bulls defend really well on that line. The Redmen, they stand up when it counts. They're strong. So scored still 24 points to 10 after 12 minutes of play in the second half. After a strong carry there from Jonah Radowika. Picks up a penalty for his team and ruck infringement. So South Bulls with the ball in hand here. Radovika plays it back to Williams, goes to Kennedy, plays out the back to Dowson. Beautiful short ball to Carroll there on the edge. Here come the red men to start to build that game speed. Round the ruck once again. Pryor gets in a dummy half. Finds his way to Lucas Dummett. He's been very, very good in the middle. Dummett. Jermaine Stanley. Bit of footwork at the line there. Physical contact out there. There's been some big hits here today. Very physical through the middle third. Jonah Radovika making a big presence since he's been back on the field. Brucey Bowdu can't handle that one. So they lose the ball. So the Central Tigers have started well in the second half here. 10 points to 24. They're chasing the South Bulls. 14 minutes gone. So they've got a bit of work now to get out of their own half. So the Tigers with the ball in hand now. Big defence there from Carroll, muscling up. Huge defence from Michael Carroll. So South's looking to force an error here against the Central Tigers. Backo out of dummy half. Have another cracking game today. Frankie Backo, Central Tigers, been in good form. On the wing there, Ryan Kinsey. Takes him on through the middle. Good run there from Kingsey. Picks up some post-contact meters. Dempsey still working hard. It was a beautiful classic rugby league tackle from Curtis. Really was. And they get a penalty for a ruck infringement. They'll find touch here right in front of us. Sammy Martin Savage with the kick over the top. Big kick too. Finds touch. So they're just inside South's half now. Central's Tigers. Coming back at South Bulls hard here at the moment. They're down 24-10. Ball in hand. Kingsley trying extremely hard there through the middle. Goes to lock forward and Saleh. He'll play it on tackle 2 there. Hong links up Martin Savage. He plays out the back to Andrews. Shows and goes, but physical defence there from Jermaine Stanley, and Renfrey cleans up on the ground. Once again, Michael Carroll. He's been super strong on the left edge today. Yelson goes short. Radovica. Big Jonas through the middle third. He'll play back to Williams. Links up Kyle Labour to Sean Massasano. He's been busy today, boy. He's been well held by Central Tigers as well. Labour once again puts a high bomb through. Dowson contesting it. Takes it on the 5th tackle. Quick play to ball. They get on the back of that. Williams sees an opening around the post. Good hands from Stanley. Kennedy finds Jordan Renfrey, stands. Offload back to big Jermaine Stanley there. He offloads back to Kennedy. Williams, who puts a crossfield kick across now. And Frankie Bucko takes it in goal. So South Bulls playing some entertaining rugby league with the ball in hand there. The involvements from the big man, big Jermaine Stanley. The South Bulls have been penalised once again for a ruck infringement. Leg pull. So Martin Savage quickly makes the tap. So the Tigers got the ball back in hand. Backo takes a tap, links up with Martin Savage. Goes out the back, plays to Munro. Premiership winning player for 2018, Joey Munro. Martin Savage, Thompson. Good footwork at the line there from Dane. Bit of ruck speed. Hong. Sammy links up there with Joey Saleh. Good tackle from Boyer. Underneath him on the legs there. Hong goes to Kingsley through the middle. Another tough carry from Ryan. Him and Ashton Lafford have been very, very good in the middle ruck there. Martin Savage links up with Irara. 24 points to 10, 18 minutes down in the second half. South Bulls still in control. A reverse banana kick there from Sam Martin Savage. No luck. And there's been a penalty to the Central's Tigers. Someone has been taken off the footy. So the Central's Tigers get an opportunity here. Back-to-back sets. Opportunity at the try line. Martin Savage plays short to Bindore. He's absolutely Gordon. Kyle Labour. Just like the state of origin, Gordon Tullis throwing Brett Hodgson straight over the sideline. Kyle Labour does the same. He manhandles Braden Bindore over the sideline. Butsy standing up. Getting physical. The PNG Kummel. So South Bulls now with the ball back in hand through Jack Pryor. Looking to come out of his own half here with strong carry. Williams in the dummy half goes Michael Carroll. One of South's best today, putting in a big performance, Mickey Carroll, and he picks up a penalty for his team. Catches Centrals inside the 10. Smart play there from Mickey. Goes to Renfrey. Steps off the left. Williams. Dempsey, labour. Dowson chimes in. Early ball for Robbie Story. Hates him on the right edge here. Picked up by Backo in the fence. Bowdoo, dummy half, links up labour. Jermaine Stanley back through the middle. Williams goes to Jonah Radovic. Ball play now. Picks up Braden Kennedy. Nice ball from Kennedy Dowson. He beats one, beats two, opens them up back through the middle. He's still playing Dowson. Shows and goes himself. He's pulled down desperately there from Sam Martin Savage. 6 to go. It's been called. So 6 more. Williams goes to Laybutt. Fires it out to Bowdoo. Shows some skill off the left boot. He comes back through the middle. Nearly opens them up. So that's tackle 1 now. Williams, centre field, goes short to Jermaine Stanley, trying to barge his way through the big front rower. The halfway point, 20 minutes to go in this game. Williams gets out of dummy half and he opens them up. And he's lost the ball over the try line. Once again, Joshy Williams. Just cannot hang on to the footy there as he got over the try line. He opened them up in and around the ruck. Score remains 24 points to 10. 19 minutes remaining. So the Centrals Tigers now through Josh DeBritt trying to bring it back. They've got a lot of work to do to come out of their own half here, the Tigers. And that will certainly help them. They get a penalty. So they get a penalty in possession here. They get another one. Bit of dissent. So Sam Martin Savage. Just had to knock the footy out there. Had to protect the equipment. Little diving slips catch. So once again, Sean Messasano sold in the fence for the Redmen. Ryan Kingsley, footy in hand. Goes to Jaden McMinn back out there now. Martin Savage plays inside to Jaden Hong. Sean Messasano's picked up a leg injury there, I think. Andrews through the middle. Martin Savage probing, takes him on himself, gets past Dempsey, flicks it out the back to Munro. Ball over the top to DeBrett. He fast hands out to Frankie Backo. He's a very good finisher, young Frankie Backo, and he scores in the corner for the Centrals Tigers. Is this a comeback from the Black and Yellow boys? They take their score to 14. Kick to come. Frankie Backo picks up his second try, and once again, like I said, he's a very good finisher. Scores in the corner for the Centrals Tigers. The Weeper sensation who's spending time down here in Townsville brings it around, help his own conversion. So with 16 minutes remaining, the Centrals Tigers launching a comeback here against the South Bulls. 24 points to 14 with the kick to come. Big kick here from Ryan Kingsley. 3 metres in. 25 metres back. Can he reduce the gap? Kingsley comes in, he strikes it well. It's a beautiful kick. Brings it around the big front row. His second sideline conversion today. So he's brought his kicking boots along. South Bulls 24. Central Tigers 16. Brings a bit of life into this game. With 15 minutes remaining.
South 24, Central 16 with just over 15 minutes remaining.
Central's faithful crowd comes to life here, trying to get the boys home. What a golden bounce there. Robbie Story's picked it up. He's plucked it out of the hands of Jaden Hong there. They got the golden bounce. So Dempsey in a dummy half now. Goes to Radovica. Takes him on through the middle. Redmond will play it there. Williams plays out the back to Dempsey. He's worked tirelessly today, Curtis, as he normally does. Williams. Nice ball from Kennedy. Hits Carroll early. Uses his footwork. Powerful display here from Mickey. Pulled down just short on top of the try line. So close there. Looking for a 4-pointer himself. They come back. They play it out the back. They go to Big Jonah. Takes him on. Fifth tackle brought down about 11 out. To the left of the uprights. Williams goes to Laybutt. It's a crossfield kick across here for Bowdu. Once again, him and Frankie Bacco are gone head-to-head today in the battle on the wing here. 2 tries each. Braden Mindoro brings it back now. Robbie Story's been physical since he's come on, playing at right centre. Certainly showing his class. Townsville Blackhawks member, squad member. So Central's working harder there than half to go to Sale. Comes in behind the ruck. Good physical defence from Stanley from the Bulls. Come down left edge now. Semi Savage puts a little chip and chase across the top. But the class of Dowson, have a look at this. Picks it up off his toes and opens them up. Dowson down the right edge. He steps there. He's tiptoeing the sideline. And some great cover defence from Braden Bindoroho. What a play from the classy fullback. And they get on the move. The South Bulls through Laybutt. And he links up with Michael Carroll. They go full width to the other side now. Jack Pryor on the attack. He comes back in off his right foot. So South Bulls playing some expansive footy here. But the Central Tigers defence is up to it. They're scrambling well, the boys. They come back through the middle, through Stanley. Used a bit of footwork. So Central still haven't let any points in the second half. And they forced an error. Just through attitude and effort, Central's Tigers staying strong, defending their own line. And they're hanging in this game. Game's in the balance, 24 points to 16. Once again, Declan Dowson shows his class there. Coming down the right edge, opens him up after taking it off his toes. So some big performances from some players on both sides. Dowson, Carroll, Renfrey, Laybutt all performing today very admirably once again for the South Bulls. Then you got Lafferty, Kingsley being great through the middle. This man here, Ryan Kingsley, a very hard-working front rower, plays it back. Jaden McMahon, Bindoroho's been good at fullback. Frankie back on the wing for Centrals. Quality game of A-grade rugby league here. So Central's Tigers still probing away. McMahon at dummy half. They come down the left edge. Bindoro, early ball for Jabret. Gets inside Story. Links up Munro. Premiership player in 2018 with the Tigers, Joey Munro. Plays the ball back to McMinn. Goes to Sam Martin Savage. Launches it high. Dowson under pressure here. But no one competing it. But he takes it with all class once again. Very well composed. Safe as the house at the back. Put your units on it. You will be safe. And Jordan Renfrey now brings it back out with another powerful run. Brought down by Munro in defence. So we have 11 minutes to go here. Games. South Bulls just probing away. Mickey Carroll once again gets out of dummy half. Jeez, he's been explosive today and busy. He really has. Second effort there from Sammy Martin Savage in the ruck. He's been penalised. So the South Bulls, they'll appreciate that. They'll get a bit of composure here. They'll take their time. They'll find touch. Reset themselves. This is where their big names stand up to play now. You'll see Laybutt, Dowson, Carroll, Renfrey, Messasano all stand up with Dempsey and Williams combining in the middle of the field when the game is on the line. But Central Tigers are putting in a very brave performance today and they're certainly taking it to them. Trailing by 8 at the moment. The game is in the balance. Goes to Robbie Story. Strong carry through the middle. Good defence from McMinn though. Hanging on the little fella. They enter the Bulls half now. Williams goes down the left to Braden Kennedy. He's been busy. Turns Michael Carroll back on the inside once again. Williams the dummy half. Williams. Dempsey goes short to Radovica. He'll play it on the 30 there. Centre field. Bulls on the attack. Laybutt goes short. Early ball to Sean Messasano. Allows him a bit of time to use his footwork at the line. Williams probing himself in around the ruck. Goes to the line. Links up with Curdy Dempsey. Super hard work and reminds me of Zaya Yo. Curdy Dempsey, unfortunately, through his hard work, he's come up with an error. Doesn't happen often. He'll be filthy with himself. He's the ultimate competitor. Curtis. So we're in the final 10 minutes. 9.5 minutes to go in the second half. South Bulls 24. Central Tigers 16. Bindoro goes to DeBritt, gives him early ball. Good defence there on the edge from Jack Bragg. Solid tackle. Bindoro probing. He's trying hard for the Central Tigers, Braden. Keeps himself busy, wholly involved. Goes down the edge here. Kyle Laybutt, like I said, he is a machine this afternoon defensively. Picks up Joey Saleh, introduces himself to him. Do not run straight at Kyle Laybutt. Now Josh Williams is inspired by that. Comes out on a good shot on Kingsley. Lafferty takes him on through the middle. Great run from Ashton. Powerful performance in the middle there. McMinn goes to Sam Martin Savage. Spiralling bomb at the back for Brucey Bowdu. Bowdu will play it there on the first now. Goes to Bragg. Comes in behind the ruck. Laybutt links up with Dowson. Probing in around the ruck. Takes him on through the middle himself. This time they smother him in the Tigers' defence. He'll play it back to Carroll. He'll work his way out of dummy half. Josh Williams there. Links up with Dempsey. Out the back to Laybutt. Dowson goes to the line. Steps off his right. They don't forward show and go this time. Heavily marked. He'll play it back to Boyer. Goes to Laybutt. He'll look for a towering kick. He finds it. Once again, he spirals it down to Bindahoro. Young Braden brings it back. Good chase there from Bragg and Bowdu from the Bulls. Make the first tackle on the 30. Backo takes him on. So Central still trying hard here. 7 minutes remain. 24-16. They need to score twice. Can the South Bulls hang on? Continue on their merry run at the top of the table. Showing their dominance in the competition. This is round 11. RLTD. Sunday afternoon. Match it around Lafferty. He's had a cracking game through the middle. Really has. So South Bulls now bringing it out on their own half here on the third tackles through Jack Pryor. Munro, physical defence. Central's got a bit of momentum here in defence. Nice carry there from Jack Bragg. South Bulls needed that. Bowdu gets in a dummy half. Very good work from DeBritt. Marker there in the fifth tackle. Now in a dummy half. I think you have to wait. The ball clears the ruck there. You're not allowed to dive on the ball in the ruck. So South Bulls gets a penalty, and this will certainly help them get up infield and put pressure on the Centrals Tigers. They're going to have to defend really well in this last 6 minutes here. Laybuck finds touch now on the 40. So here come the Redmen. Can they seal the deal here? They go to Story through the middle. The Englishman. Kennedy. Plays short at the line. Dowson down the left here. He's going to run away. Big players turn up for big games when the game is on the line. Nice short ball there from Kennedy to Jordan Renfrey. Declan Dowson finishes off in all class for the South Bulls. He runs away and he'll seal the deal. 28 points to 16 with the kick to come. So we're in the final 5 minutes here. 28-16 with the kick to come. Declan Dowson. The boys are into me. They reckon he's a Triple S favourite. Classy player to fullback. If he doesn't end up in Queensland Cup sooner or later, we could lose him from the region, I believe. Certainly belongs at the next level. As the extras, so 30 points to 16 with 3 minutes to come. South Bulls, they lead. They continue to hold it at the top of the table. In all respect to Centrals. Central's Tigers certainly turned up today, putting a very spirited performance in the Tigers. Very physical. Some great performances from Central's. Ryan Kingsley and Ashton Lafferty. Lucas Dummett been fantastic in the middle, while Frankie Bacco and Braden Mindoro trying extremely well. As this man here with the ball in hand, Sammy Martin Savage pucks it out of midair. What's some skill there? He links up with Joey Munro. Hasn't stopped probing all day, Sammy Martin Savage. He certainly has had a cracking game to 7 as well. Ashton Lafferty trying hard here for the Tigers. Final couple minutes. McMinn, dummy half. Martin Savage shows and goes. Flicks it out the back to Kingsley. Ethan Andrews. He won't get past Radovica and Williams. So in the final 2 minutes now. Could be the last opportunity with the ball in hand here for the Tigers. Lafferty looks to force his way over. Just short the big man. Running as hard as he was in the first 5 minutes. Martin Savage, nice hands once again to Debret. Puts a little kick through. But speed of Brucey Bowdoo's back there. He's safe as. It's been a good battle between the two wingers here. Right in front of us. Brucey Bowdoo and Frankie Bacco. Labour dummy half finds Messasano. Boy up. And the premier back rowers in the competition. Goes to Mickey Carroll. Another carry. Strong through the middle once again. So a minute and a half remains. The South Bulls looking for some more ruck speed to play off. Dowson probing at the line. They can't put in the ground. Fast play the ball that goes to Williams. He links up with Kennedy. He's been playing really well on that edge, giving his edge back rolls and centres. Early ball allows him time to play at the line. Smart from young BK. They'll look for him to kick now. Gets it away. Finds some space. They get a golden bounce here. Lands in Messasano's hands. He puts a little kick through. Picked up by Jack Bragg. And Brucey Bowder is going to race away to finalise this game. It's been called forward pass. They were hoping for his hat trick there. TI Express, Brucey Bowder, unfortunately doesn't get his third try. We're in the final minute here. Central's Tigers will have one last opportunity with the footy to finish strong. Thanks to Loretta Zaro. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. Thank you very much. Thank you to all the viewers today. Make sure you stay with us live. We will have our player of the match interview. We'll call him straight over after the game. Thank you to everyone for tuning in. People over in New Zealand, thank you very much. Players come together. Little bit of gamesmanship. Have a little knock on there as the full-time hooter sounds. Central's Tigers get a penalty. So, South Bulls once again will run out winners and continue to hold their lead at the top of the table. They show their class, but a very spirited performance here from the Central's Tigers. Very gutsy, tough performance from them up against a very good side. They take the penalty kick. Sure, they'll just tap it and run it out. We'll have one little play there. They might put a kick across here as they put it through the hands of Martin Savage. He looks a little kick. They throw it back. They go down the right edge through Ethan Andrews. Good hands there from McCarran. It lands in the hands of Jack Bragg. He looks for Mickey Carroll here coming up on the inside. Braden Bendoroho back there. They roll on it. So that'll be full time here. South Bulls run out winners 30 points to 16. Stay with us as we grab our man of the match. On my Triple S Footy Show Facebook page or on YouTube.
Which is called Cameron Miller, or what's your Facebook?
Triple S Footy Show. The word triple, then SSS Footy Show. Yeah.
What's SSS?
School Sports Show.
Happy 25th birthday, Brian.
Triple S Earth moving up to Cairns a couple of months ago. That's all right. Right, bare feet. We'll give a pass with me then.
Keep it on there.
Just take both socks off. Give me the one. Headaches one, eh?
Ladies and gentlemen, as we call our player of the match over here very shortly for our interview, once again, thank you for tuning in and staying with us live here. As our player of the match today from South Bulls, as he's making his way over, is to be number 4, the centre, Michael Carroll. Had a fantastic game, and we'll bring him in for a chat. Michael Carroll joins us here as our Triple S RLTD man of the match. Mickey Carroll, mate, how are you there? Big game from you today.
Oh yeah, just trying to do my part. Had a bit of a bludge last week, so yeah, try to put the best foot forward today. And Central's come out bloody firing, eh? So yeah, it's a good grind in the end.
They did, mate. It was a very spirited performance from Centrals, mate. They were very physical. It was a physical game, mate, and yourself. I reckon you had at least 30 carries today. You looked like you're, in all respect, playing out there with a lot of purpose, and you wanted to prove a point.
Yeah, mate. Like I said, last week was a bit of a, didn't turn up to perform against Towers, so I thought I'd come out here, try to bring a bit of energy, and especially a couple of young wingers in our in our team. So I'm trying to get the first carry every now and then to help the boys out of yardage. They're a bit lighter, but I'll just try to get a touch at least once a set and try to help the boys out whenever I can.
Mate, your edge there of yourself and Jordan Renfrey, one of the most potent edges there. And I thought young Braden Kennedy did really well today. What he was doing really well was giving you early ball, giving Jordan early ball, then allows you to have a bit of footwork at the line or play some footy.
Yeah, that's right. He come up, he's been with us for most of the year, having Paddy Gallen injured, and he's been in and out, but when he comes up, he does a job, mate. He doesn't have to overplay his hand, and he doesn't have to do anything spectacular, just do the job, and he takes care of the kicking, and we just get behind him and do our best.
You said it was a tough performance last week. You didn't perform at your best. You did get the close win over the Towers. Grimesy during the week, he was into you guys, and he's obviously bounced back. You had a real good performance there in the first half, but the second half, like Centrals, they were very spirited, mate. Their forwards were very strong, and they kept back as it is. Did you talk about that at half-time at all?
Yeah, we definitely did. Even before the game, we spoke about last week. In the last few weeks, we've been a bit down on energy, and this week we come out and try to really just, it was all about us. We weren't worrying about who we were playing, and just try to get back to our footy and what we do best, and that's throw it around and, just play footy out of our end and get easy meters on the short side. And, I thought we starting to get back to our best, which we're a long way off, but good time to be starting building towards finals.
Well, mate, go and enjoy it, beer. Go and sing the team song, mate. You deserve it. Very powerful performance from you, brother. Good to see you, Mickey Carroll.
Rightio, thanks for having me. Thank you.
There is Michael Carroll, our player of the match today, as South Bulls run out winners over the Centrals Tigers.